What we're going to do today is just have a look at how I select a spot to fish when I go beach fishing. So basically find a gutter, the elements that make up a gutter, have a look at what a gutter looks like at eye level, have a look at what a gutter looks like from the aspect of a drone. So many people go fishing these days, just find a nice spot, park their car, throw the rod in and hope for the best. Well, they're the 90% of the fishermen that, if they're lucky, go home with one or two. It's the 10% of fishermen that pay a little bit of attention to where it is they need to fish, and where the fish are most likely to hold up looking for food are the ones that are going to catch the majority of the fish. As you're driving along, you'll see the cresting waves coming up to the beach, probably only 10 meters away from where you're actually driving. Eventually you'll get to see the cresting waves crest and then break and then move into a dark blue area before you get to a new crest onto a beach, and that's what you're looking for. That's most likely where you're going to find your gutter. So at eye level, you'll see the gutter as a dark blue area in between two sets of cresting waves, one near your feet and one a little bit further out the outer bank. In this clip here, if we watch it just for a 30-second period or so, you'll see the cresting waves over the outer bank, you'll see them disappear, and then you'll see them roll again when they get closer to the shore. And that's what it is you're looking for as you're driving down the beach. The three main elements to look for is a good outer sandbar, one that you can most likely cast to and hit your bait on top of it. You want it to be close enough so that you can bring your bait back over the ledge and actually put the bait where the fish are most likely going to be feeding. It'll have a good deep gutter or trough. Some people call them gutters, others troughs. Well, that trough, the deeper it is, the better it is. And to top it off, if it's got a really good drain or cutting, that makes it even more attractive to me, because then you've got the points to fish as well. Holding points for fish. You can see in this clip, you've got the gutter, the drain, the outer sandbank, and the wash at your feet. There's plenty of points here where you can prospect for fish, and depending on the fish that you're targeting as to which ones are more likely to hold that particular breed of fish. Firstly, the 2 points. These 2 points, you'll get maximum wash for your buck. You get all the wash that comes off of those points, pushes any food that it might have stirred up in that sandbank off that ledge. And those 2 points are definitely 2 points that I'd try first up. In between those 2 points, you'll see the drain. That drain there is generally the deepest part of this whole system. That drain is often confused with a hole, and sometimes is a hole. That drain is basically the highway in and out for all fish into this gutter. So they'll use that, and that's a very good place to prospect for your bigger fish, the predators, and also you'll catch all the smaller fish because they have to come in and out from that drain. And then you've actually got the gutter itself, and right across that gutter you'll have food being washed off of that outer sandbank into that gutter, and the fish hold there waiting for that food to come over the edge. The depth through this gutter at low tide, you'll see where number 1 is. That number 1 is the outer bank, and that number 1 is between 1 foot and 1.5 foot deep when the waves recede. As it crests and comes over the bank and washes and disturbs the sand, that's what pushes all the bait. That can be up to about 2 foot, 2.5 foot in this particular breeze today. Obviously, if you've got an onshore breeze and it's blowing a good 20 knots, those waves will be much bigger. There'll be a lot more disturbance. There'll be a lot more food washed in, a lot better prospecting, and you'll get a lot more food in that gutter. The actual cutting through there, the highway for the fish, that's the deepest section, as I said, and that section there is between 4 foot and 5 foot deep at low tide. The actual gutter itself ranges between 3 and 6 foot, just depending on where you're standing in that gutter. The deeper the better when it comes to fishing, in my opinion, for gutters. So if you can find a nice deep gutter, your chances increase dramatically. So in summing up, find a close gutter that you can cast to. You want to be able to reach it at high tide. So go prospecting at low tide, find a good gutter, make sure it's not going to be too far away for you at high tide, and stick with it. The deeper the gutter, the better it is. As you drive up, you'll see 4, 5, 6 gutters. Look for a gutter with as many cuttings as possible and as deep as possible. Don't forget that the drains or the cuts are the best areas to target. So fish those drains and you'll find your chances increase dramatically.